vintage R&G Sloane ABS pressure fittings. Let's start with this ABS T-fitting. When I looked at this T-fitting, I noticed something odd. You can see this fitting says Sloane, but a lot of R&G Sloane fittings actually said GSR, like this one here. So I wonder why this one says GSR and this one says Sloane. Now I heard that GSR was from 1969 and there were some pricing issues with Sloane in 1966. So I almost wonder if this wasn't made before 1969, and then in 1969 they started putting on the GSR name. You can see this fitting is made in California. That's NSF the older way, so it could be from the 60s. ABS Cinch and F SWP. I'm not sure what SWP means, but this is not standard inch and F IPS. When I measure the hub measures an inch and a half, not the inside of the pipe. The other side has no information. There's just this little piece of plastic where the plastic came through the mold, where it was filled in the mold, and then this would be cut off or broken off. This looks like it was cut off. Now because this is a T-fitting with all the hubs the same size, any one of these could be where the water comes from. This could be the main line and you could have another one coming off of it, or this could be the main and you could have two coming off of it. The next fitting is exactly the same except it's an elbow. So there'd be no third hub where you could connect three lines. This is just two, and you connect two pipes at a 90-degree angle. This is the same Sloane marking, and it could also be from the 60s. These Sloane fittings seem a lot better than this Monarch Plastics fitting, which is a lot smoother, so it probably wouldn't glue as well as this rough fitting. The next fitting is this 1.25" male adapter. This would screw into a female fitting with wicking pipe dope. They did have Teflon tape, but it wasn't as common yet. And then this would glue onto the ABS pipe. Back when these are made, they didn't really have proper glue daubers. They often would use a bristle brush and brush the glue on the inside and do it the outside of the pipe and push it together. The next fitting is exactly the same as this, except it's 1.5 inches. Now both of these adapters have no brand name or anything. It's just a fitting without any markings. Now the last is this piece of pipe. It's 2-inch. There are no markings on it, and I noticed that this pipe is a lot thinner than the fittings. And I wonder why that is. It seems kind of odd, because it seems like this pipe could easily get crushed, but the fittings seem really durable. Oftentimes what'll happen is the fitting will have the pipe break off inside of it, or if the fitting is thinner than this fitting, it'll often crack around here. Some of the Crestline fittings are thinner than these Sloane fittings.